Good day, everyone. Today's topic will be arithmetic means, and we are joined by our Group 2 reporters Elaine Jetty, Christian Perez, and Belle Truz.
So this is our topic outline for today's presentation. First, we are going to be defining arithmetic means, also showing you the formula through that. And then we are going to be showing you different examples that are worded differently and with different values for maximum learning. Note that a new method of solving will be introduced when the examples are given.
Arithmetic means. In a finite arithmetic sequence, the arithmetic means are the terms between two arithmetic extremes or non-consecutive terms. The arithmetic mean is also the average of two numbers. Our formula: a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. A sub n represents nth term or last term. A sub 1 represents the first term. N represents the number of terms, and lastly, B represents the common difference.
For this part of the presentation, we are going to be diving into the different examples and finding the arithmetic means. So for example 1, we have find the arithmetic mean between 15 and 45. I'm going to be showing you two methods for the first two examples. So for the first method, we are to use the formula being a of n is equal to a of 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. We are going to be substituting these through the values that I have here on the list. A of n is equal to 45, or the last term. A of 1 is equal to 15, or the first term. N is equal to 3, and d is what we are going to be looking for. So let's substitute. 45 is equal to 15 plus the quantity of 3 minus 1 times d. Let's simplify the values inside the parentheses and transpose. So that becomes 45 minus 15 is equal to 2d. Now we are going to be simplifying and dividing both values by 2 to simplify and cancel out the 2. So that's 30 over 2 is equal to 2d over 2. Cancel out 2, and then we have 15 is equal to d. You are going to be adding d, or the difference, to 15, which is the first term. So 15 plus 15 is equal to 30. And then for the next method, which is, I believe, the easier method, this is without the use of the formula given. So we are to add the first and the last term. So that's 45 plus 15. And then you divide that over 2. So that's 60 over 2, and that's 30. We have the arithmetic mean between 15 and 45 is 30. For the second example, again, same thing. I'm going to be showing you two different methods to get the arithmetic mean. So for example 2, we have find the arithmetic mean between negative 12 and 60. For the first method, we are to use the formula being a of n is equal to a of 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. We are going to be substituting those that from the values that I have here on the side. A of n is 60, a of 1 is negative 12, n is 3, and d is the one we are going to be looking for. So substituting that, we finally have 60 is equal to negative 12 plus the quantity of 3 minus 1 times d. You are to simplify the values inside the parentheses and transpose 12. So that 60 plus 12 is equal to 2d. You're going to add 60 and 12 to simplify them. That's 72. And then you are going to be dividing both values by 2 to isolate d. So 72 over 2, that's 36. And 2d over 2, cancel out 2, you are left with d. And then you are going to add the common difference to the first term. So 36 plus negative 12 is equal to 24. Hang on to that. And then let's move on to the second method. Again, this is the easier method. I like to think as it's shorter. So you're just going to add the first and the last term. We have negative 12 plus 60. And you are going to be dividing that by 2. So 48 over 2, that's 24. Same answer you get from the first method.
Now let's discuss our third example, the arithmetic mean number sense. Insert 4 arithmetic means between negative 9 and 11. We have negative 9 as our first term, 11 as our last term, and 6 as our number of terms. Let us find the value of our common difference to insert and identify the 4 missing terms. A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. A sub 6 is equals to negative 9 plus 6 minus 1 times d. Change a sub 6 to 11 and let's proceed. 11 is equals to negative 9 plus 5. Transpose negative 9 and that will be 11 plus 9. 11 plus 9 is equals to 5d. 11 plus 9 is equals to 20. 20 is equals to 5d. 20 over 5 is equals to 5d over 5. Let's divide to get our common difference. 20 over 5 is equals to 4. 5d over 5, let's cancel 5 and we have d. Therefore, our difference is 4. To find the missing 4 terms, all you have to do is add 4 to negative 9 to negative 5 and so on. We have negative 9, negative 5, negative 1, 3, 7, and 11. Negative 5, negative 1, 3, and 7 is our 4 missing terms. Now let's proceed to our next example using a descending arithmetic sequence. Insert 3 arithmetic means between 22 and 4. We have 22 as our first term, 4 as our nth term, and 5 as our number of terms. Let us find the value of our common difference to insert the 3 arithmetic means. A sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. A sub 5 is equals to 22 plus 5 minus 1 times d. Change a sub 5 to 4 and let's continue. 4 is equals to 22 plus 4d. Transpose 22 and we'll have 4 minus 22 is equals to 4d. 4 minus 22 is equals to negative 18. Negative 18 is equals to 4d. Negative 18 over 4 is equals to 4d over 4. Let's divide to get our common difference. Negative 18 over 4 is equals to negative 9 over 2 or negative 4.5 in decimal form. 4d over 4, let's cancel 4, we have d. Therefore, our difference is negative 9 over 2 or negative 4.5. To find the missing 3 terms, all you have to do is subtract 4.5 from 22, from 17.5, and so on. We have 22, 17.5, 13, 8.5, and 4. 17.5, 13, and 8 as our 3 missing terms.
Example number 5. If the second term of the arithmetic sequence is 10 and the sixth term is 30, write the first 6 terms. So we're going to use the arithmetic formula, which is a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. So we're going to identify the values first. A sub n is equals to 30, a sub 1 is equals to 10, n is equals to 5, and d is the missing 1. So we have here 30 is equals to 10 plus the quantity of 5 minus 1 times d. The first thing that we're going to do is to subtract 5 by 1. So we're going to have 30 is equals to 10 plus 4d. Next thing we're going to do is to transpose 10 to the other side. So we're going to have 30 minus 10 is equals to 4d. The next thing, subtract 30 by 10. So we're going to have 20 is equals to 4d. And the next thing we're going to do is to divide both terms by 4. So we have 20 divided by 4 is equals to 4d divided by 4. And we have the answer of d is equals to 5. So in this case, we're going to find the first term because we only have our second term. In order to find it, we're going to subtract our second term, which is 10, by 5, and we're going to have 5 as our first term. For the remaining terms, all you need to do is to add 5. So 10 plus 5 is equals to 15. 15 plus 5 equals 20. 20 plus 5 is equals to 25. So here is our list of terms. So you have 5 as the first term, 10 is the second term, 15 is the third term, 20 is the fourth term, 25 is the fifth term, and 30 is the sixth term. Example number 6. If the ninth term of the arithmetic sequence is 36 and the 20th term is 80, write the first 20 terms. So you have here our arithmetic formula. a sub n is equals to a sub 1 as the quantity of n minus 1 is times d. We have here the values. A sub n is equals to 80, a sub 1 is equals to 36, n is equals to 12, and d is the missing term. So you have here 80 is equals to 36 plus the quantity of 12 minus 1 times d. So we need to do is subtract 12 by 1. So we have here 80 is equals to 36 plus 11 times d. Next thing we're going to do is to transpose 36 to the other side. So we're going to have 80 minus 36 is equals to 11d. And we need to subtract 80 by 36. So we have 44 is equals to 11d. And we need to divide both sides by 11. So we're going to have 44 divided by 11 is equals to 11d over 11. And we have our answer, d is equals to 44. For the first 8 terms, you need to subtract 36 by 4, 33, 32 by 4, and so on. So you have here 36 minus 4 is equals to 32, 32 minus 4 is equals to 28, 28 minus 4 is equals to 24, 24 minus 4 is equals to 20, 20 is minus 4 is equals to 16, 16 minus 4 is equals to 12, 12 minus 4 is equals to 8, 8 minus 4 is equals to 4. Remaining terms, you simply need to add 4 to create the full list of terms from the 1st to the 20th. So you have here 36 plus 4 is equals to 40, 40 plus 4 is equals to 44, 44 plus 4 is equals to 48, 48 plus 4 is equals to 52, 52 plus 4 is equals to 56, 56 plus 4 is equals to 60, 60 plus 4 is equals to 64, 64 plus 4 is equals to 68, 68 plus 4 is equals to 72, 72 plus 4 is equals to 76, 76 plus 4 is equals to 80. And here is the list of terms. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 44, 48, 40, 52, 56, 60, 64, 68, 72, 76, and 80. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Don't hesitate to ask any questions.